Okay, your name is Kanha. So it is
Yes, sir.
motivated from Krishna.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so who gave this name?
Sir, my Taiji gave me this name.
Okay, okay. So anything, obviously at the time when she gave you the name, obviously you were not, I think, showing anything of that nature. But at this time, if you go in the history or if you see your life at this time, any characteristics which you find key matching with Krishna?
Yes, sir. Sir, as I became conscious in my life, so I have tried to live in the moment as to its fullest. As we see in the life of Krishna, so in whatever phase he was, so he lived that particular phase to the fullest as he became the ideal for it. As I am a human being and he was a god, so I am not complete. So I try to be like I try to live the moment to the fullest, sir. So this is the trait that I found similar. And secondly, I try to focus upon work, which is Nishkam Karma Yoga. Like I try to follow that. So these are the two aspects which I try to inculcate in my life.
Okay, okay. So it is said about Krishna, he had many faces. No person can completely say, ki, I understand Krishna. In that regard, for example, Mira see Krishna as his beloved, you can say like life partner, husband. She takes ki, I'm married to Krishna. So she said, मीरा के गिरधर गोपाल और दूसरों न कोई. Have you heard this?
Yes, sir.
Can you
Sir, Meera.
can you elaborate little more?
Yes, Meera said in her poetry, in her bhajan song, like मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरों न कोई, जाके सिर मोर मुकुट मेरे मेरो पति सोई. In which she says that the god, the Krishna, is the only one person who she can rely fully and she can have faithfully. As Meera was from the place in India in the medieval times when the role of women was not so women did not get so much freedom, and that particular time she found that freedom, that liberty in the devotion to Lord Shri Krishna. So that's why she said these and so many other poems regarding Lord Shri Krishna.
Mayur sir, audible?
Hey,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes. Please you continue.
Hey, hi, Kahna.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So I'll start. Can you tell me something about Char Dham project of your state, Uttarakhand?
Yes, sir. Sir, as 86% of Uttarakhand's area is mountainous, so the possibility of industrial development is very low in Uttarakhand. So it relies mainly upon the tourism sector. So for increasing the tourism sector in Uttarakhand, government is focusing upon the infrastructure projects in Uttarakhand. One of the
Okay.
project is Char Dham connectivity project, in which the all-weather connectivity road is being made between the Char Dhams, which are Kedarnath, Badrinath, Gangotri, and Yamunotri. So, sir, this is
Hmm.
about the project which is Uttarakhand government is.
Okay, cool. And what are the challenges in implementing this project?
Sir, the major challenge is the environmental sustainability. As we have seen in the case of Joshimath also, that one of the branches of this all-weather connectivity road goes from Joshimath also. So people have alleged that the land subsidence instances is also due to this particular the infrastructure development of this particular road, as the use of dynamite and various explosives were used. So this is the main issue regarding the Char Dham developmental project. And the second major challenge is the apprehension of China also, that because in Chamoli district this Char Dham project goes, which shares the boundary with China also. So China is apprehensive that India is increasing the border development into its region for military preparedness. So these are certain challenges which we see in the Char Dham project.
Okay, cool. So my next question is, uh, are you aware that Uttarakhand is special status state? Are you aware about that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So can you tell me some of its advantages?
Sir, the major advantage of being in the special category state is that in the center sponsored schemes, the share provided by the central government is approximately 90%, and whether
Okay.
it is compared with the other states which are given 60% also.
And are you aware that if there are many more states in India which has got this special status, how many states are there? Can you just tell me about that?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about the exact number, but northeastern states and the Jammu Kashmir. Sorry, sir, I am not aware about the exact numbers.
No worry. Do you know what is the criteria to getting the special status state?
Sir, a few of the criterias I remember, sir. So can I tell, sir?
Yeah, sure, go
So
ahead.
first is the sparse population, and the second is which means low population density, and the border with the states which share the borders, international borders. So these are the few criteria, sir. And the
Okay.
low level of industrial development. So these are few of the criteria.
Okay. So my next question is also related to this. Who was the head of the committee which recommended this status thing?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about the names, sir. Sir, I will look into it.
Okay, cool. So I think you are from Almora, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So can you tell me what is the most suitable month to visit Almora and why?
Sir, it is from March to July. It is the most suitable month, as because in that time the climate is most suitable, as it is not so much harsh winters, and
Mhm.
Almora there is not so much harsh summer also. So these
Mhm.
particular months give the golden period where we get the good climate in good weather conditions in Almora, and also because it is before the monsoon period in
Mhm.
falls in Uttarakhand. So the vulnerabilities of disasters are also low, like landslide instances are also low,
Got it.
because after July and August, September, there are rainfall, so landslide vulnerability also increases. So this is the most suitable time.
Okay, cool. So I think you're going for uniform services, right? Where weapon is part and parcel of your life. So can you
Yes, sir.
tell me name of some weapons which are used by our Central Armed Police Forces?
Sir, some of them are, sir, grenades, INSAS rifle, AK-47. Uh, sir, sir, this much I am able to recall,
Okay,
sir.
cool, no worry. Can you tell me difference between AK-47, one more you mentioned, right? INSAS rifle.
Uh, Sorry, sir, I'm not able. I'm not aware about the exact difference. So,
Do you know about the range of AK-47? Or
sorry, sir, I'm not aware about it.
no
I will look
worry.
into it.
Okay. So are you aware about the difference between range and effective range of any weapon?
Sir, I don't know exactly, but sir, may I do a educated guess?
Sure. Go ahead.
Sir, when we talk about range, sir, so it may signify that to the distance a weapon can fire, or till the distance the fire will reach. But the effective range would be where the precision will also there about of the weapon, where
Okay,
the
cool.
yeah,
Okay, you want to add more or?
no, sir, this.
Okay, cool. Uh, okay, so my next question is, what is your identity at this time? And there is subsequent question for that. Did you face any time identity crisis in your life?
Sir, but my present identity is an aspirant of the government success examination, if I say. But for in within myself, I consider myself a learner who wants to learn a new
Mhm.
thing. And when I talk about the identity crisis, so sir, there are so fortunately there have not been any major identity crisis, but yes, in certain situations of my life, I felt demotivation, which I managed to cope up. One of the instances were when last year I could not clear the civil services mains examination. So there I felt demotivation, but I came out of it.
Okay, cool. So when you join uniform forces, right, you lose some
Yes.
of your fundamental rights. Can you name that?
Sir, so Article 19 is one of them, as freedom, right to freedom of speech is because being the part of the forces, we will be having the restrictions on the freedom of speech to give our opinion on the political aspects of the country. So this is the one right I remember, sir. So the rest of the things I am not able to recall.
Okay, cool. So next question is, when Uttarakhand was carved out of from the Uttar Pradesh, right? It was named
Yes,
as Uttaranchal. Can
yes,
you tell me when present name Uttarakhand was adopted?
so it was 1st January 2007 when the
Okay.
name was given Uttarakhand to Uttaranchal.
And what is the process of changing the name of any state?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall the exact provisions.
Okay, cool. No worry. So I have a next question. Are you a leader or a manager? And there is subsequent question for that. What is the difference between a leader and a manager?
Sir, I consider myself having the qualities of both the leader and a manager, because being a good leader, you have to be a good manager. Then only you can be a good manager. So when we talk about leadership, then it is the quality of a person to take along his team with himself or herself, and to lead and give them the directions and lead them. And when we talk about the management, so management is utilizing the resources most efficiently and doing the task as productive as possible. So this is the management part. So these are the differences between leadership and management.
Okay, cool. That's it from my side, Ghana. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
Kanha, obviously you said you are having both qualities, leader and manager. Obviously, leader and manager are not existing in different unit, obviously separate. It is in common. Some quality you are having of manager, some quality you are having of leader. But being in Central Armed Police Forces, which quality is more required? Leader's quality or manager's quality?
Sir, the leadership quality is more required, in my opinion, sir, in the Central Armed Police Forces. As I will have to be leading approximately 100 people uh, with me. So if I will be having the leadership quality, then only I will be able to do the required tasks with the people which were being provided to me.
Okay. There was a person who said ki the person who is saying ki I'm not fearful of death, either the person is telling a lie or the person is a Gorkha. Can you have you heard this statement?
Yes, sir, I have heard this statement.
Okay, so who said that?
Sorry, sir, I'm not
Okay,
able to recall.
I am giving a hint to you. The person was 5-star officer.
Sir, sir, Shri Monik Shaw, sir, he
Yes,
was.
yes, Sam Monexa. Okay, now I hand over to Aarti. Please, you proceed.
Okay. So, Kana, you belong to Uttarakhand state. Tell me something about Joshimath and the issues why Joshimath was in news.
Ma'am, Joshimath is a town in Chamoli district of Uttarakhand, which falls in the Gadwal Mandal. and it is a way. It falls in the way of so many tourism sites like Hemkund Sahib and Badrinath, and it was in news due to the land subsidence instances where the cracks have been seen in various homes in the town. So that's why the region was in news.
Okay, so what are the possible reasons to overcome these problems according to you?
Sorry, ma'am. Should I tell the reasons or the solution? Sorry.
No, solution according to you. What are the solutions according to you to overcome?
Ma'am, firstly, the need is to uh, do the environmental impact assessment of the projects, of the infrastructure projects which are being implemented in the vulnerable region of Uttarakhand, as the Himalayan ecosystem is constantly evolving. So here the need for a robust environmental impact assessment is needed. And secondly, we should prepare the disaster resilience infrastructure within the state, where, according to the provisions of a Disaster Management Act, we should reinforce the State Disaster Management Authority, State Disaster Mitigation Fund, etc. And thirdly, we need to ensure that the tourism development or the tourism influx in the region should not increase the level of the carrying capacity of Uttarakhand's ecosystem, as we have seen in recent years that the increase in tourism influx in the state has led to overburdening of the Uttarakhand ecosystem. So these are the probable measures which we could, and ma'am, there is one more, which is the adequate facilities of drainage system, which should be made in the Uttarakhand region. So these are the probable solutions for that.
Okay. So you were graduated from GB Pant Agriculture University. So
Yes,
tell me when this university was established.
ma'am, it was established in 17th November 1960.
Okay. Now tell me something about GB Pant.
Ma'am, GB Pant was the leader of one of the great leaders of Indian national movement, and he was the part of the Constituent Assembly, which formed the Constitution of India. He was the first Chief Minister of Sanyukta Prant, which is presently Uttar Pradesh. He also participated in various movements during the freedom struggle of India. Some of them are Sabine Abhagya Andolan, Bharat Chodo Andolan, and Anti-Simon Commission movement also. So ma'am, this is the brief description about it.
Okay. So your first preference is CISF. Why?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Central Industrial Security Forces have more component of public dealing when we compare to the other forces. And as I have been indulged into the various communication related activities from my school times, so I believe that I will be able to provide better services in CISF due to my communication skills. And secondly, because CISF is deployed in the various industrial locations, and I am from the mechanical background, so it will be easier for me to understand the functioning of the industries. So these are some of the probable these were some of the reasons where I when I why I choose CISF as my first preference.
Okay. So tell when CISF Raising Day is celebrated.
Sorry, ma'am, I'm not aware about it, sir. Ma'am, I will look into it.
Okay. 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 So tell me what is the difference between CAPF and paramilitary forces?
Sorry, ma'am, I'm not
Okay.
aware about it. I will.
Okay. So in your hobbies, you have written you are a public speaker.
Yes, ma'am.
No? So who is your favorite public speaker?
Ma'am, my favorite public speaker was Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Okay. So according to you, what are the qualities needed to be a good public speaker?
Ma'am, firstly, a good public speaker should be a very good reader, a good listener, so that the information and the dimensional perspective is robust of that particular person. And secondly, he or she should be carrying the capacity of engaging the audience to which one is speaking to. And thirdly, the adequate amount of pauses should be there between the speeches, so that people get adequate time to listen and understand what the speaker is saying. And the public speaker, has to adhere to the topic or the subject to which he is speaking to, for which he or she is speaking to. So according to me, these are the qualities of a good public speaker.
Okay. So let's assume you are a speaker at a public conference. So address about urbanization, issue of urbanization.
Uh, Ma'am, as I have been engaged in public speaking in my mother tongue Hindi language, so can I give answer of this question in
Yes,
Hindi?
yes, you can.
जैसे जैसे विश्व का विकास बढ़ा है और जैसे जैसे भारत का विकास बढ़ा है, वैसे वैसे शहरों की संख्या और शहरों का क्षेत्रफल में भी बहुत ज्यादा वृद्धि हुई। इससे लोगों में रोजगार तो बढ़ा ही है, और साथ ही लोगों में विकास की संभावनाएं, उनकी आय में बढ़ोतरी की संभावनाएं भी विकसित हुई है। वहीं ये शहरीकरण की प्रक्रिया अपने साथ बहुत सारी चुनौतियां भी लेकर आई है, जहां हम देखते हैं कि प्रवासियों के साथ एक उचित जीविका का स्तर उनको नहीं मिल पाता। वहीं हम देखते हैं कि बढ़ते हुए शहरीकरण की वजह से वनों का उन्मूलन होता है, जिससे पर्यावरण को भी नुकसान होता है। आवश्यकता है कि शहरीकरण का विकास तो किया जाए, लेकिन वो संधारणीय हो, सतत पोषणीय हो, जिसके द्वारा ये निश्चित किया जाए कि शहरों का विकास आगामी जो हमारे बच्चे हैं या हमारी अगली जो पीढ़ी है, उनकी आवश्यकताओं के नकार के साथ न हो। तो इन्हीं बातों के साथ मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Okay, good. So my next question is, tell me something about one rank and one pension scheme.
Sorry, ma'am, I'm not exactly aware about the issue.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, now tell me about G20 organization.
Ma'am, after the crisis of 1997, 1998, which is also considered as the East Asian tiger economy crisis, the need was felt that there should be an organization for the collaborative development and discussion of international financial scenarios for preventing such crisis. So, institution was developed, which includes both developing and developed countries with it. So G20 organization was established, which generally discusses about the financial aspects which are prevailing into the global scenarios and also the other prevailing issues.
Okay, so have you heard the term G20 Troika?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, G20
Okay.
Troika consists of 3 countries, in which the one country is who lastly organized the G20 summit. The second country is which is presently organizing the summit, and the third country is which will be organizing the G20 summit in the future year, the upcoming year.
Okay, so tell me something about Central Vista project.
Ma'am, Central Vista project was announced for considering the need of the parliament to renovate to be renovated and to be made as per the needs of present times. So the infrastructure of the parliamentary in the parliamentary building and near that is being renovated and being modernized. So this is the plan.
Okay, okay, good. That's all from my side, sir. Now you proceed.
Okay. So Kanha, for example, if we take your name, I'm coming to your name also. So in the religion, it is said, Isa Masih says, before Abraham was, I am. Have you heard this statement?
Pardon, sir, I could not get the question due to internet lag.
In Abrahamic religion, have you heard the term Abrahamic religion?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So some religions come from Abraham. Abraham was,
Yes.
it is known as Christianity. He was the head. He was the first. But Isa came after Abraham. But Isa Masih or Jesus, you can say, he says, before Abraham was, I am. Can you explain this statement?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to
Okay.
comprehend the.
Okay. Now take in your name. If it is said, before Krishna is, Kanha, before Krishna was, Kanha is there.
Sir, I make an educated guess
Yes.
regarding the interference? Sir, it has the probable meaning that the God, the Krishna is the incarnation of a God, and God cannot be restricted or into a particular timeline. As we generally feel that Krishna was born in the Dwapar Yuga and showed his leelas in that particular period. But when we say that Krishna was eternal, then we mean that the God is eternal, and the Krishna, Rama, Vishnu, and Parshuram all are the incarnations or the various forms of the God only. So this can be the probable meaning of the statement that you mentioned.
Okay, okay. Can you tell me the three persons' name, surname as Joshi, and in last means modern India, in fact, after independence, he played important role in shaping politics of India.
Sir, Shri Murli Manohar Joshi, one leader, and so three persons I need to tell. Sir.
Yes,
Sir, only politicians or other personalities also?
politician.
Sorry, sir, I'm not able
Okay.
to recall
Okay,
the
okay.
names.
Okay, no issue. You will go through because there you will
Yes.
find so many Joshis have Josh to change the country. Okay. So, for example, if you are made a district magistrate of one of the district which is having border with China, what will be your priority?
Sir, as I am the district magistrate, so firstly the administration of the district is my first priority, and secondly, as it is a bordering district, so I need to have the proper coordination with the agencies which are deployed within the territory of the district, and if the various security agencies are deployed along the border, so I need to be proper in the proper coordination regarding the activities which are happening along the border. So and thirdly, I need to ensure that during the border areas the population is safe, and the citizens are safe, and the development of the border regions is proper. So this will be my main responsibilities.
Okay. One of our favorite line, Satyamev Jayate. Have you heard?
Yes, sir.
What is its meaning?
Sir, it can be disintegrated to Satyam Ev Jayate, which means that only truth can wins, only truth prevails or
Okay.
wins.
Okay. From where we took this statement, means this word?
So it is taken from the Munduka Upanishads.
How many Upanishads are there?
Sorry, sir, I'm not
Okay.
able to record.
What is the meaning of Upanishad?
Sir, Upanishad means the literature which has been written or which has been formed due to the discussion with the teacher, or with the discussion with the teacher. So this is the meaning of the Upanishad.
Okay, any time in your life you faced such type of situation where one mistake can endanger your life?
Yes, sir. During my college time, there was an instance when I was walking with my friends. I was walking the left side only, but we were 3 to 4 people. So we were walking in a straight line rather than walking back and forth. So a car with a very high speed passed along my side. So then I realized that I should be careful while walking in the along the streets.